This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for July 11, 2023. And in the news this evening, man charged with Nikita Noel's murder to return to court July 31. The 42-year-old construction worker who was charged with the gruesome rape and murder of 9-year-old Nikita Noel in Hanover 5 months ago is to return to the Hanover Circuit Court on July 31 for a sentencing hearing. The date was set when Omar Green made an appearance in court, where he pleaded guilty to the 2 counts of rape and murder on Tuesday. The court was also given a gruesome and graphic description of the sequence of what took place, the evidence found, documented, and the results from the lab and the post-mortem examination. The post-mortem report indicated that the child died of manual strangulation, while the DNA profile from the exhibits provided, including semen to the Institute of Forensic Science and Legal Medicine, has strongly linked Green as a contributor or, in some cases, cannot be excluded. Nikita, a former Esher Primary School student whose family members fondly called her Joanna, was killed on the afternoon of February 1, 2023. Earlier that morning, the accused and the child's mother allegedly had a domestic dispute. Reports are that the 9-year-old traveled from school with her usual taxi driver before she and other passengers exited the cab at the usual spot, the foot of a dirt road leading up a hill that leads to where her family lives. The child's mother raised an alarm after she did not return home as scheduled and could not be found. Community members and the police launched a search, and her body was found a few feet from the entrance to her home. Escapee recaptured in St. Catherine. A man who escaped the Ocherius lockup in St. Anne in August 2022 was recaptured in Christian Gardens, Gregory Park, St. Catherine on Tuesday. He is 33-year-old Jermaine Rogers of Mile End, Ocherius. He was previously charged with illegal possession of firearm. Rogers was among 4 men who escaped custody in Ocherius on August 5, 2022. He was returned to custody and is awaiting his court date. Witness takes a stand in former banker murder trial. Leon Hines, co-accused in the murder of Andrea Lowe Garwood, was the first witness to take the stand in the Trelawney Circuit Court on Tuesday in the trial of Javon Garwood, the stepson of the victim. Hines, who was sentenced to 6 years in prison for his involvement in the crime, is now the Crown's witness after agreeing to provide evidence against both his co-accused. Javon is charged with murder and accessory to the fact. Dwight Bingham, the other co-accused in the murder of the then 51-year-old banker, pleaded guilty and will be sentenced on July 25. Public sector dental surgeons threatening industrial action. Dental surgeons are warning that they are contemplating industrial action if they do not receive a response from the Ministry of Health in relation to their wage negotiations. The dental surgeons continue to be restive over the length of time it is taking the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service to settle matters relating to their remuneration. According to Vincent Morrison, president of the Union of Clerical, Administrative and Supervisory Employees, the process is being delayed by a failure on the part of the Health Ministry to provide relevant information to the Finance Ministry. Mr. Morrison told the news that the dental surgeons are expecting the Health Ministry to provide all the required information before the end of this week.
My information is that at this time and point, the Ministry of Health has not responded to the Ministry of Finance. And in fairness to the Ministry of Finance, what they have said to us is that they cannot proceed any further until they hear from the Ministry of Health. I have spoken to the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health about the matter months ago. I have spoken to other senior industrial relations director in the Ministry of Health about the matter. It's very strange to know that none of these officials in the Ministry of Health have responded, and therefore we will have no other option other than, instructing industrial relations, industrial disharmony.
6 Jamaican lawmakers on the probe for alleged illicit enrichment. The Integrity Commission is reporting that 6 parliamentarians are being investigated for illicit enrichment. At the same time, the Commission is reporting that 7 lawmakers are now being probed for providing false information to the anti-corruption body. The alleged breaches have been set out in the Integrity Commission's annual report, which was tabled in Parliament Tuesday afternoon. Section 14(5)(a) and (b) of the Corruption Prevention Act states that illicit enrichment happens where a public servant owns an asset disproportionate to his lawful earnings, and upon being requested by the Commission or any person duly authorized to investigate an allegation of corruption against him to provide an explanation as to how he came by such assets, he fails to do so or gives an explanation which is not considered to be satisfactory, he shall be liable to prosecution for the offense of illicit enrichment. The law states that it shall be a defense to a person charged with an offense of illicit enrichment to show the court that he came by the assets by lawful means. The Commission also reported that 77 of the 84 parliamentarians who were required to file a statutory declaration submitted information on their assets, income, and liabilities on or before March 31, 2023. Following the deadline date, 4 parliamentarians submitted their statutory declarations and 3 remain outstanding. Of the 3 that remain outstanding, 2 are from the lower house and 1 from the Senate. St. Catherine businessman accused of fraud over vehicle purchase gets a $500,000 bail. St. Catherine businessman Petra Evans, who is accused of fraud for failing to return over $5 million for the purchase of a vehicle, was today offered a $500,000 bail with 1 or 2 sureties in the parish court. The bail application was made by his attorney Odin Marston. As part of his bail, Senior Parish Court Judge Desiree Alain ordered Evans to surrender his travel documents and to report to the Old Harbour Police Station on Wednesdays. He is to reappear in the St. Catherine Parish Court on July 21. His co-accused, Marissa Evans, is out on station bail. They are charged with breaches of the Consumer Protection Act and fraudulent conversion. Allegations are that in 2021, the complainant paid the accused $5.65 million for the purchase of a Ford Ranger sports utility vehicle. Despite attempts by the complainant to get the vehicle, the accused became very elusive. As a result, the matter was reported to the police and an investigation led to their arrest on June 28, 2023. They were subsequently charged. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.